Shall your brothers go to war and you sit your behind here? That's what Moses is saying. You got to correlate that with many of us today. You got some brothers in the war, in this fight, and other brothers just sitting back. I'm waiting for brothers to beg me to do something for this truth. We ain't begging you to do nothing. Always looking for
what's your nationality? Let me ask you this, what's your nationality?
We are not to be like that.
What y'all came to do? Who you came to see? We shaking in the wind.
Out here to throw down, tear down all the lies that you've been taught. Buddhism, Islam, Christianity. Christianity is not teaching you that you are the true Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
Got somebody to preach, so this is where I'll be. In these streets, this is where I'll be.
That's right. But you've not been taught that. Why? Who taught us Christianity when we got us slave ships? That's a question for you, brother. Who taught us the religion, Christianity, when we got up those cargo slave ships, brother? Yeah, right. So what does the Bible say against that? Give me Proverbs 3:31. Because first of all, if we know that this book's for us, right? Why would we learn it from somebody that the book's not for? We know we're the Israelites. Everybody who wrote the book was an Israelite. So why would we listen to the heathen or the Gentiles? Let's read what God said.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Envy not thou oppressor.
Do not be like your oppressor. The Most High used the so-called white men to oppress us because we sinned against God. But he says what?
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Don't be like him and do what?
And choose none of his ways.
That's right. Because the Most High God put us in this situation. Give me Deuteronomy 28:64. The Most High God put us in this situation, right? He knew that we'd be scattered. He knew that we would learn Islam, Christianity, that we would start committing all manner of wickedness. He knew that. But what did he say? Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee.
The Lord will scatter you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
Among all people.
Among all people. All nations. Read.
From one end of the earth.
From one end, Middle East. Read.
Even unto the other.
Even unto the other, the new world, the western world. Read.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
There we would serve other gods, okay? We would serve other gods. Who is this? Let's see who that is talking about. Give me Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. When I say other gods, yeah, pull this up. Who is this? Who do you know him as? Who is this portrayed as? Jesus, right? Let's see what the Bible says.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. His hair and his hair were white like wool.
Christ's head and hair were white like wool. This guy, dark blonde and straight. That's strike one. Read.
As white as snow.
As white as snow. So he had gray, white as snow, woolly hair. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were as a flame of fire. And Genesis 49, he was prophesied that his eyes would be red like wine. It was the wine that he drunk wine. Read up.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Brother, what color is brass? You got some, is that around your neck right now? Brown, read. Not only was he brown skinned, read up.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they burned in a furnace. So what does that mean, brother? Yeah, even darker, right? So, the question is, go back to Deuteronomy 28:64. Who is this? That's the question you should now ask. When you go home to the door of your partner, say, hold up, who is this man? Just to let you know, this is an actual man. His name is Caesar Borgia. He was the one that was striking the Renaissance period, which is the rebirth of Rome, of Europe, okay? So they would feel like the white man is God. So they would teach us like the white man is God. So we would treat him like he is God. Question? Okay, give me 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 4. Good question. The brother asked, what does the color or race have to do with, what was the full question? What Jesus and what he teach. Okay, cool. Good question. Read.
2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 4. For he that cometh preacheth another Jesus.
All right, so for the person who cometh, preaches another Jesus. This is another Jesus. Read on.
Whom we have not preached.
Whom we have not preached. The Israelites according to this Bible. Okay? Stop right there. So, brother, Jesus according to this Bible taught that the law still stands. Alright? Christian churches teaches that the law no longer stands. Alright? They say that women can be preached. Is that correct according to the Bible? They can be preached. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying.
You're talking about 1 Corinthians 14?
I'm talking about all of them, brother. We're going to go through all of them, brother. Let's read, thus saith the Lord. Because according to the Bible, women cannot preach God's word. Let's hear it.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 34.
We follow God's law. We do not care about feelings or anything like that. We preach thus saith the Lord. Read.
Let your woman keep silent in the church.
Let your women keep silent in the churches. Read on.
For it is not permitted unto them to speak.
For it is not permitted unto them to speak. But how are they going to learn? Read on.
But they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything.
If they learn anything. So if they're in the church, they have questions, this is how they want to learn. Thus saith the Lord. Read.
Let them ask their husbands.
Let them ask who?
Their husbands.
Where at?
At home.
At home. That's how they're supposed to learn thus saith the Lord.
That's right.
Give me the order. 1 Corinthians chapter 11. Give me the order. Because God, give me 1 Corinthians 14 and 40 first. Because you got to understand that the Most High God of Israel is a God of order. It's not a God of do what you want, do what you feel. He's a God of order. Read.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40.
Read.
Let all things be done decently and in order.
Let them all be done decently and in order. So he's going to give us the correct order of the household. Read.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1.
Read.
Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ.
That's Paul saying. He says, follow me. Why? Because I follow Christ. You're going to hear, brother. You're going to hear. Let's bring it out. Read.
Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things.
Okay, read on.
And keep the orders.
Keep the ordinances. Keep the law. Read.
As I delivered them unto you.
Keep them just like I delivered them to you. Paul was a man of God. He delivered God's law to us, all right? He went to Corinth. He went to Ephesus. He delivered God's law. Read.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So Christ is our covering. So that's why in the Old Testament, before Christ came, we used to wear mitres. But now, since Christ came and died for us, now the women cover their heads and we don't. That's the switch. That's the difference. Read on.
And the head of the woman.
Who's the head of the woman?
Is the man.
It didn't say a wicked man. It didn't say a man that beats his wife, that belittles her. It didn't say that. A righteous man.
That's right.
All right? That's the confusion. That's why it's so destroyed. That's why when women hear this, they get mad because they never sorry men out there.
That's
no. Now it's a new day. Righteous men will wake up and treat their women, their righteous women, with respect and love them like Christ loved the church.
That's right.
Read on. Look, keep going. Keep going.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonors his head. But every woman that prays or prophesies with her head uncovered, dishonors her head.
So now you see, now the sisters got their hair covered, now we preach with our head uncovered. Because that's the switch. Christ is my cover. For my wife at home, I'm her cover. Okay, so she, and in respect to the order of the ordinances, she covers her head. Now get the temple. I suffered out of my
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Modest apparel, like the sis has on, like these sisters have on. Long skirts, not short skirts, not pants. All right? My modest apparel according to the law. Read.
With shamefacedness and sobriety.
Read on.
Not with broaded hair, or gold, or pearl,
Read on.
or costly array.
So you ain't supposed to be flat. You can look nice, but dress thus saith the Lord. Be modest, all right? Read on.
But with becoming woman professing godliness with good works.
So that's the characteristics of a godly woman, all right? Let's see if Juanita Bynum is a godly woman. Read.
Let the woman learn in silence.
There it goes again. Let the woman learn in silence. That's strike one for Juanita. Read on.
With all subjection.
With all subjection. You know she's not a subjective woman. She goes against the man. Read.
But I suffer not a woman to teach.
What does the Bible say?
But I suffer not a woman to teach.
This is not hate. This is thus saith the Lord. You've just never been taught thus saith the Lord. Read on.
Nor to usurp authority.
This is the key. Read it again.
Nor to usurp authority
Nor, rather than have authority, read,
over the man.
over a man. Read on.
But to be in silence.
But to be in silence. This is not say, woman, shut up. Ain't nobody said that. It's just to do what God said. Okay? Give me Isaiah 58:1. So y'all don't get the wrong understanding of why we're preaching like this. We were commanded to preach like this. All right? Read.
Isaiah chapter 58 verse 1.
Read.
Cry aloud. Spare not.
Cry aloud. Do not spare your feelings. Read.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Project our voices like a trumpet. Read.
And show my people their transgression.
My people are you. You are my people. You are the Israelites. Read that again. Read that part again.
And show my people their transgression.
And show you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans your transgression. Read.
And the house of Jacob
The house of Jacob, but it says the Israelites, the house of Jacob, read
their sin.
their sins. All right. That's what we out here to do. All right.